Hello again, folks, and it's me back for another, I guess you could say, unboxing video. This kind of falls into, again, the premise of the play it forward kind of motif that, if you do good things, usually you will be rewarded for it. I know I was rewarded kind of somewhat in December by Eric. With sending me the strings, and a little bit before that. And again, December is usually a good time when companies are doing giveaways. So back on December 20th, Sapphire Technologies had a technology of tomorrow Twitch stream going. That edits Sapphire Nation, I believe it is, hosts with another gentleman, and it was their Christmas one. I think it was either the 19th or the 20th, but anyways, as part of it, they gave away I think it was five items. A couple were games, and one of them at the end ended up being a video card, which I didn't get in on, but I won the third prize that they gave away, which was a new power supply and computer case that was supplied to them from Josh at Fractal Designs. So I won a computer power supply and new computer tower. It was white, giving in the theme of Christmas, so the only thing I did was I asked if I could get it with window, and apparently I got it with window. So first off, Hannah, thank you again to Ed Sapphire Technologies. They're I believe he's a PR guy for them, and Fractal Josh, or Josh at Fractal Designs. I think he's also a rep for them as well too. For I believe it's people all over the world he deals with. I think he had said on one of his own Twitch channel streams. So anyways, let's get back to the actual unboxing per se. So, unfortunately, I already got into one of them. Just to kind of give an idea on what the stuff was. And so, the prize was a Fractal Integra M power supply. This is a brand new power supply. It is a 650 watt Integra with modular cables. People wonder what's in their computer as well. This is what provides the power to the computer. So basically you have little things like ties. These are all your nice little cables that connect to stuff. There's additional cables in here, an instruction manual, then the actual, that's the little power supply that runs everything in your computer. In this case, it's a very small one. From what I was reading, it's a lot smaller than a lot of your standard power supplies. Again, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, if I am going to use it with the new system, or again, package it as a item to go towards another vital upgrade I need for the system. But it's a brand new unit, so usually brand new units in box, sealed usually have more resell ability to them. So, with that said, we will turn the camera here and we will show the apparently it won't fit exactly on the chair, but this is a Fractal Designs Define R5 computer case, and this is again what you put all your computer components into. As I turn the box around here, you can see they offer it in a black, a titanium, and a white. This case is actually known for its better airflow and such. So that said, what I guess I'll do, or attempt to do here, is unpackage it and unbox it for you folks to actually see. This I will be keeping and putting my future main computer system into that I have been using. A lot of my computer components are 3+ years old, and for those that don't know, when your system, the hardware in your computers has a actual physical lifespan of about 3 to 5 years, and when your system gets around to the 3-year mark, you really should look at upgrading to a newer computer system, or else you could run the possibility of components in the system failing, such as hard drives, motherboards, processors, and so forth. So usually the upgrade cycle for most people is usually around 5-6 years anyways, but if you want to be optimally up to date and so forth, you should look at replacing your excuse me, your computer, PC or Mac, laptop or desktop as this is, at least every 3 years with a new state-of-the-art, or at least one notch down of state-of-the-art. That way you don't lose so much money when it comes time to needing to upgrade, and you get yourself a little bit more wiggle room in longevity of the system. In a lot of instances, unless you're a gamer or do some type of multimedia thing like video editing or even home recording, you don't usually need a high-end system. But for a lot of the fellow YouTubers and that like to do streaming and so forth, it definitely is beneficial to actually invest in a fairly powerful system with a good amount of RAM, video card, and also a power supply of a decent size is also very important for a clean level of that your systems are clean. So let us try to pull this out. Oh. This does not want to come out of the box so easily. Nothing like bashing your toe on the box. Well, unfortunately, folks, as you see here, the button on my keyboard got hit as I was pulling it out of the box and stopped the recording. Anyways, the case is now actually out of the box, so we'll continue on with what I spent probably about 5 minutes talking that wasn't getting recorded. So anyways, this is again a mid-tower case. They make this case in titanium, which is again silver, white, and black. The big features with this case is it is a noiseless design, meaning that it'll allow less noise to come out of it. So there's special stuff like that. There's also stuff like these special little vents here to allow more airflow in, which apparently was a problem with the R4, the previous model to this. This has a nifty little feature as well too, that this door, though it only opens the one way, actually has a little hinge thing, and you can see it a bit here too, that you can actually take the door from this and turn it from opening this way to actually opening the other way. So it's universal in that regard. Again, there's a nice little filtration system in the door. I believe this has a filter that pops out. Though I can't do it at the moment. There's also, on the bottom here, a filter that filters your fans for inlets in the bottom. That's easy to clean or self-cleaning. So I try to slide it back into place. There's the other filter again. As you can see here, there is one large fan. I believe it's 120 millimeter or 140 millimeter. Another one can be put down there. Inside you can see your drive cages, and once you're done cleaning, it's just simply as simple as that. It goes back into place. 2 drive bays for to put in a DVD or CD burner. Easy pop off. Not sure what this is offhand. Could be a speed control or something. So anyways, that's the front. Again, my advice for anyone that actually does have a computer, if you understand computers well enough, you're best to buy your components. You can usually get good prices and assemble it yourself. You will get a higher quality computer other than buying something from Dell or HP or whoever the other manufacturers are out there. Again, along the top here we have a headphone jack, microphone jack for hooking up to an internal sound card or a separate sound card or onboard sound on your motherboard. This is your reset button. This is your main power button. Over here you have headers for 2 USB 2.0 that you can hook up to your motherboard connection, and USB 3.0 if your motherboard also has that support too. Again, as you can see better now, there is 3 large sections here. If you pull them all out, You can put water cooling rads into this. I believe it takes 3 140 millimeter fans. These all come off, or if you only want to use one, you can pull one off, so forth. Again, we see the side window, which again offers a nice view of everything inside, all your computer components, any fancy little lights, light shows, or whatever you have going on. I won't take the actual cover off. I'll do that probably at a later time, but you know, it's an aesthetics thing. There's a nice sound. Oh, actually, maybe I will take it off for use. Yes, there's a little latch here that you pull it down and off the door comes. Here you have a better view inside the case. Down here sits your power supply. On here is where your motherboard goes. This big slot here is a nice advantage for when you want to install a better cooler on your processor, so it's easier access in that regard. Your 2 drive bays, these are both removable. You have these are for your larger hard drives. Again, this bay is for your optical drives, like your DVD or Blu-ray drives. Gotta love the new smell, fresh new smell. This black material is the sound dampening material that they use to reduce the sound from the system. And it is just simply a matter of struggling to put it back into place, pulling down the latch, and even without the screw things in place, you can still leave it on, because this locking mechanism holds it in place further. So we will put that back in temporarily. This case definitely does not feel like it definitely feels solid. With a lot of cases, you'll find a lot of plastic is used in them, and just have a slight steel frame. Here we have the back of the case. Down here again, your power supply sits in here. This is the back part of your motherboard where you plug in your keyboard, mouse, stuff into USB. Your video card and sound cards come out of these slots. This has the ability to put a 120 or 240 fan, as well as it's movable. And here's the back side of the case, which, again, special feature of it. Never even noticed that when they stay in. So, in regards to the back of the case, you can see that they have these nice little ties to hold your cabling and wiring in place. These 2 spots here are actually for SSD drives, so that you don't have to throw them in here. You can take more of these cages out and open up more airflow into the case. So these things, you just pull them out and stick the SSD drive in here. Power cable and data cable come out here, run into the system. Again, little latches to actually make the drive bay come out. I won't do that at the time. Here's your accessory box with all your little necessary cable ties, drive screws, and so forth, standoffs. Actually, normally you don't get cable ties with these, so that's actually nice that they actually threw a couple in. This is a header for the fan, I believe. Again, various connectors, fans, and so forth. I'm not sure how many fans are in this right now, but it's basically the sum of the what the case looks like on the inside. So again, I'd like to thank Sapphire Ed and Josh slash Fractal Josh from Fractal Technologies for the donation of the 2 prizes. Again, going with the theme of, again, paying it forward, doing good things in life, trying to do positive things in life, you will be rewarded. You know, whether it be money, physical things, or further compliments from people, you know. That's all we really need to do. And, you know, this isn't necessarily me showing off stuff. This is me just showing the fact that when you can do more positive in the world, more positive things come of it, and the more positive things people want to do for each other. So, with that message said, thank yous for watching this long video, and again, pay it forward, or as Eric likes to call it, play it forward, folks. And have a good rest of the weekend. The weekend's coming. Hopefully nobody's getting too affected by the cold weather and snow that's being going on in the southern parts of the states at this point in time in 2016. See you later, folks. Have a good one.